I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I'm going to make a video today. And the reason why I'm going to make a video today is because there is an actual problem. There's an actual problem with this game. And I think the problem is that nobody bothered to check the RNG of this game. The RNG of this game is so bad. It is so terrible. It is so awful that I cannot even explain it unless you can see it for yourself. Because the lower the percentage chance of something happening, the higher the percentage chance that it will actually happen. And I am serious. In my game, the lower the possibility of something happening, if it has a 40% chance, it is statistically higher possibility for it to happen than if it has an 80% chance of happening. And I am going by this from what I have seen in the bosses in the shell, which have a 40% chance to proc, but hit me almost every single time. 40% chance, I get hit 90% of the time. Whereas here, my class will miss putting on her slow and landing her defense break at least 50% of the time. She will miss 50% of the time. And that is lower now. That is lower now that I have actually reset her. My class was missing, as you can see. She was missing her debuffs 50% of the time when I had her skill maxed out. She had 100% chance to proc it, and she would not land that debuff. She would not land it 50% of the time. And you will go, that's probably because your accuracy is low. She had 135% accuracy. Even allowing for the resistance of the boss, I took it up to 165%, and she was still missing 50% of the time. You put it on 8, she would miss 4 times. She would miss 4 times out of the 8, and I would die. I went, I reset her. Now she misses 25% of the time, and that is ridiculously crazy to me. That at a higher percent chance, which was 100% chance to proc it, by the way, she was missing half of the time, whereas now she has a lower percent chance to proc it. That debuff goes on the boss 75% of the time. That is ridiculous. The other thing you're going to see in this video, because it's playing in the background, I'm sure you're going to see all the drops I'm getting, and you will see that they are all terrible. How is it that I cannot, after 4 days of farming this, get at least one good usable module? How is it that all of the stats on my modules are so awful? And not awful as in the fact that they are bad stats, they're on the completely wrong module. And that is 100% of the time. 100% of the time, barring a margin of 10% error, because I'm exaggerating, 90% of the time is what I'm trying to say, is the modules are incorrect. They are incorrect. I will have on my healing set attack, crit damage, crit rate, perfect if it was on an onslaught. Perfect onslaught. Look at this one. What am I gonna do with flat HP? Why is it flat HP? Why is it not HP bonus? That would be brilliant, but they're all like this. We're gonna go for another run here because this RNG is so awful that there is absolutely no way for me to progress. And I mean, after 4 days of farming, getting all of the achievements, I still cannot improve my team even on one single module. That is crazy. That is crazy. I cannot get one drop, one drop's worth of improvement. And this game makes it so hard. So even if you think this module might be usable and I want to roll it to see, we have no, there is absolutely no way that you're going to have enough resources to do that. Even after you have ran all of your runs for the day, even after you have max refresh for the day, you will be able to check at most 3 modules tonight. That is ridiculous. That is outrageous. Who is having fun? Which one of us, and let me digress, which one of us who does not have Shadow Sanya with Lily is having fun here? Which of us? Nobody. None of us are having fun. And I get that a lot of you can clear this. You got lucky. You got good drops. Some of people I've seen with 135 speed. I will never see that. I will never see 100 and anything speed because nothing is rolling. There is no speed dropping. Look at that. End. Finish. She didn't land her debuff, as you clearly saw. That's it. You die. I die. It's over. It's ridiculous. Who made the speed of this game the necessity of this game? Who thought that in a game where everything is limited, we needed to be able to speed tune our team to max perfection in order to be able to clear a boss or die? And I mean it, because if you do not get the drops, you cannot speed tune, and if your unit is too fast, then you're screwed. I cannot use my Remoka. She is too fast. I cannot get any of my other cannot get any of my other units to be faster than my Remoka. After 4 days of farming, and I finally was so excited to get her, to put her in, she cannot go after the units that are meant to set her up because she is faster on the actual things that I managed to get. She is faster than the units that are meant to set her up, and there is nothing I could do because I cannot get any faster drops, and her speed is literally built into her skill. I cannot reduce it, and obviously her module needs to be max, so that needs to be max speed. So what am I to do? Nothing I can do. It's crazy. It's insane. Who's having fun? Which one of us? I want to know if you do not have Lily and Shadow Sanya, which one of you? Let's have a look. Look at this. Perfect! Perfect! If it was on a different... And look at it. What is happening? What is happening? What is... All of my drops, this encapsulates it perfectly. Who is having fun? Who is having fun? Because these drops are just there as a slap in the face. Because why? Why is that? This is a rant. This is 100% a rant because I am literally stuck here getting bad drops, not for a day, not for 2 days. This is the 4th day of these drops. There is no improvement after 4 days of farming. Absolutely no improvement to my account. This is far worse than I have had even in Summoner's War. And I'm going to tell you, I played that game without a 5-star unit until they actually released the ability to build your own 5-star. I went through that game for years without a 5-star unit, and I did not see the end of Tower of Ascension for 2.5 years. Okay? And I was having more fun than I'm having now. Why? Because it at least gave me the illusion of progress. Even when there was zero progress, I could think, okay, I could test this, I could try that, I could move this. This game gives you none of that. You have no resources for even trying something else. You can't even say, what if I could try this other unit? You have nothing to build that unit. You are stuck. You are stuck. You are stuck here. You are stuck here. I'm stuck here farming because this is just the same as the other one that I'm wearing. Except that instead of having crit rate, it has HP. There's no point in building this. I have enough crit rate now. I am stuck here. I am stuck here. I'm stuck here. And I understand. I get it. Whoever tested this game had godly luck. Whoever was going through the RNG of this game, you had godly luck. But in games like this, you have to check for the people who are like me, who will run and run and run 500 times, and we will not see a good drop. I am certain there are good drops in here because I have seen the gear on other people. I have seen their modules. I know there are good drops in there. When will I get that drop? Never. I will probably never see it. And I am okay with that. But dev team, people who test, please bear in mind that there should be a minimum requirement, and that should be the minimum possible drop you can get, right? Then add on like 2% only for people like me who will never get a good drop, because statistically there are people like me who will never get a good drop. As I am demonstrating here, I could play for another 5 months and I will not get a good drop from this game, because that is just the kind of luck I was born with in my life. The end. Don't need to test it. You can see it for yourself. Here we go. Let's have a look. This is my point. Understand me. Understand me. Understand me very well. And just so you do not think this is just a small sample size from me to the heavens, we will keep going here, because we can literally go all day and I will either lose because my girl does not land her slow and her defense break, or we will just go and I will get nothing to improve my account. And it is baffling to me that somebody tested this game and did not think, oh, my luck is really good here. What if somebody doesn't have any luck? Oh, it's a gacha game. Yes, listen, it's a gacha game. And it would be fine if I could run this all day, all night, and use all of my money in the universe to try to get a... I don't have that option. There is a limit to the amount of times you can run per day. That is the limit. Understand that there are guild battles coming and I cannot put more resistance onto my units because I cannot get a drop, just so that I can use the module buff for the attack bonus, because that's the only attack bonus I'm going to get. That I have to use the buff for the crit bonus, because that's the only crit bonus I am going to get. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Come on, devs. Come on, please. Please work with me and the 17 other people out there who are like me, who will never see a good drop. We will not see it. We will not get it. We will not be able to pull it. Let us have a look at this. Please prove me wrong. Oh my god. Please prove me. Okay. I got attack bonus. And I just know that the last bit is going to roll the defense bonus, and all of the stats are going to roll into the defense bonus, and I'm crying because that is what's going to happen. Let's take a moment. Look at my distinct stats. I paid for these, so that doesn't matter. We're gonna go here. Look at this. Look at what I'm working with. Look at what I'm working with here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to keep repeating how ridiculous it is that I cannot get one single module with good stats on it. That is statistically impossible. And I'm going to show you what's even worse. If we come down here, look at this. 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 Perfection! On a cure! Why? But here, look at this. And look at this. These are the same. These are exactly this. How is that RNG? They are the same. They are the same. I'm going to give myself an ulcer, so I'm going to leave it here. I have nothing. I have nothing. You can see I have nothing left. Please, please, please make it so that after 500 runs, I get something.